Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Weather Center. Throughout Monday, we had partly cloudy to cloudy skies across the eastern areas where we saw light rain and drizzle in places. Otherwise, we had cloud-free skies dominating the weather in most areas. However, late in the afternoon, we had some patches of cloud popping up over the southern areas of the Eastern Cape, and we also had fog patches streaming down much of the west coast. Now, we have two cold fronts which are still out in the Atlantic Ocean, but quickly racing towards western South Africa. So tonight, it's going to stay partly cloudy to cloudy with light rain and drizzle over the easternmost parts of KwaZulu-Natal, eastern Mpumalanga, and the eastern parts of the Limpopo province. The rest of eastern South Africa will be partly cloudy with a chance of showers for the southern and eastern areas of the Eastern Cape. Mostly fine conditions are forecast for the rest of the country. However, it's going to be cloudy and foggy along the west coast ahead of those two cold fronts heading towards our shores. On Tuesday, rain and drizzle can be expected over much of the Western Cape, spreading into the western areas of the Eastern Cape. And we're going to see thunder showers over the eastern half of the Eastern Cape, much of KwaZulu-Natal, and the eastern areas of the Free State. The Mpumalanga, Gauteng, and Northwest provinces will get away with partly cloudy skies. It's going to be mostly sunny for the bulk of the Limpopo province as well as across much of the Northern Cape. Now, tonight, you can expect mostly between a 20 and 40% chance of precipitation over parts of the Eastern Cape as well as across eastern South Africa. We are expecting northeasterlies tonight along much of the east coast, and northerly breeze is forecast for the central parts of the country. Then on Tuesday, southwesterlies are expected to set in along the south and the east coast, and the northwesterly airflow is forecast for the central parts of South Africa. It's going to be chilly tonight for much of the interior, with most areas seeing temperatures below 10 degrees. -5 for the minimum in Sutherland. Cape Town should drop to 12 degrees. Warmer as we go towards the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal coastal areas, where minimums in the mid to upper teens are expected. It's going to be chilly for Bethlehem, dropping to 7-9 for Johannesburg as well as Polokwane. A low temperature of 14 is forecast for Mahikeng. It's going to be warm to hot on Tuesday afternoon for the bulk of South Africa, but rather chilly for the western areas. Sutherland managing a high of just around 15-14 for Springbok. Cape Town peaks at 16 degrees. Warmer as we go towards the Eastern Cape, where Bishop should make it to a comfortable 24. Hot for Pietermaritzburg, hitting the 30-degree mark. Durban should peak at around 27, the same for Bloemfontein. A bit cooler for Johannesburg with a high of 24, and a warm 28 is forecast for Mahikeng as well as around Appington. We are going to stay with drizzly conditions on Wednesday around Cape Town and George. Light rain from Port Elizabeth into the Richards Bay area, mostly sunny skies for the rest of South Africa. Then on Thursday, we are going to see thunder showers extending from Gauteng into parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Light rain for the Eastern Cape coastal areas as well as around George.